Hey, what's up guys? Spencer Rhodes here, and this is my review for Fear the Walking Dead Season 5, Episode 11. So, I actually like this episode. I don't know that I like it as much as Episode 10. In fact, I do know that I prefer Episode 10 to Episode 11. But I liked Episode 11. I loved Episode 10. Episode 9 was pretty good. So actually, overall, the back half of the season has been surprisingly good. The first half had a lot of just filler, too many speeches. I didn't like the whole radiation thing, particularly now that I have to worry about Morgan and Alicia. Of all characters, Morgan and Alicia possibly getting cancer at any point in time for the rest of the series. It's like, no one wants that. No one wants that. Why the fuck did you do that? We have to watch the rest of the series being worried about Morgan and Alicia possibly getting cancer just out of nowhere at any point. They're too important for that shit. Why would you do it to those characters? I'm hoping that the show just forgets about it, or at least forgets about it happening to Morgan. I think Morgan's a little safer than Alicia because he didn't get the blood on him. He was just exposed to the air. I don't know, but it's just annoying because it's Morgan and fucking Alicia. You could have done that to Wendell or something. You know, we're worried that Wendell will get cancer in season 10 because he was exposed to radiation in season 5. But no, it's Morgan and Alicia. Why them? What were you thinking, writers? Like, I want to be worried about Morgan and Alicia dying, but with walkers or with bad guys, when they're fighting walkers and bad guys and they might die in this episode or that episode, that's fun. Being worried about them getting a tumor out of nowhere at any point, that's not fun. It's just, I'm just unhappy about it. And I have a feeling I'm not the only one. I mean, it's good that they're not dead right now, but it's just like, why? And the first half of season 5 just had a lot of filler. I didn't care much for the kids. And I mean, the kids don't even seem to matter. They haven't been in the show the last few episodes. And the first half of the season made such a big deal about the stupid kids. And it's like, we don't even see the kids. So it was so important that they saved the kids. Alicia got blood on her and got exposed to radiation, might get cancer. Morgan got exposed to radiation and might get cancer because of those stupid kids. And we don't even see the kids develop so far. In the back half of the seasons, it's like it was all for nothing. Like, what the fuck? I'm sorry, I've been spending the first few minutes of this review complaining about the first half of the season, but I'm just saying that the first half of the season had a lot of problems. Too many speeches, just too much filler, nothing really happened in that whole 8 episodes. But the back half of the season has actually been surprisingly good. I think it's almost like it's too little too late. I think a lot of fans are just tired between the back half of season 4. I actually thought the back half of season 4 was pretty good. Martha was such a bad villain. She was entertaining. Other than Martha, I actually enjoyed the back half of season 4, rewatching it on DVD. But a lot of people didn't. A lot of people did not like the back half of season 4. And the first half was definitely good, but a lot of people didn't like Madison and Nick dying, so season 4 kind of left a bad taste in their mouth. And then the first half of season 5, just about everyone didn't like it. So I think that even though the back half of season 5 is actually okay and pretty good, and there's actually story and things happening and people possibly dying and stuff like that, and good character development and cool walker kills and just the actual things happening, not just filler and speeches, actual things happening. It might take a little while for fans to open their hearts back up and give the show a chance, which I don't blame them. But yeah, I think episode 9, episode 10, and episode 11 have actually all been pretty good. That's surprising. Not only that 3 episodes of Fear the Walking Dead are good, but in a row, you know, that's pretty impressive. Episode 10 is definitely my favorite, but I do like 9 and 11. But yeah, this was a good episode. So it doesn't have all the characters in it. It really just has Morgan, Alicia, Althea, and Strand. And then there's the new character Wes. Is it Wesley or Wes? I think it's Wes. And then there's Logan and Logan's little henchman group. And basically Wes calls Alicia and Strand for help on the radio, and they are helping him And they go to this place, and it turns out that Wes is looking for this guy that stole like a script or a book or something. I think it's like a script from him, and it actually turns out to be a misunderstanding. The guy that took the script actually wasn't that bad. He actually wanted to finish it or something, and they just had a misunderstanding, and Wes ends up killing him at the end of the episode, and Alicia continues to try to find the person that had been writing on the trees, and it turns out Wes was the person that was writing on the trees. And, you know, that was an okay plot twist. It was okay. I mean, Wes still has this big attitude about just sort of looking out for himself and not being too crazy about doing the right thing all the time and helping people. He's kind of a realist, and he's realistic and looking out for himself. So he's not really like Alicia and the others and Morgan and the others that are trying to help everyone. You know, Wes is kind of just a realist. But he gets some character development in this episode, and I do kind of like Wes. I think he's a decent addition to the cast. If he stays on the show, I'm okay with that. If he's a main cast member in season 6, I'm okay with that. He seems cool enough. But yeah, Alicia is still struggling with not wanting to kill walkers, and I forgot about that. I think that was in like episode 8. I remember she told Morgan she didn't want to kill walkers anymore. Maybe not that she didn't want to kill walkers anymore, but that she couldn't kill walkers anymore. And I was okay with it then. I got it. Like I understood what Alicia was going through and why she was struggling to kill walkers. But this, 4 episodes later, she's still not able to kill walkers. I was like, what? Alicia, you can't not kill walkers. Alicia, come on. Even when Morgan was super pacifist, he killed walkers. I mean, you gotta kill walkers. They're not animals or people. They're not living creatures with a heart or soul or brain. They're just monsters. You gotta kill them. You gotta kill them to save people's lives. You gotta kill them to save yourself. When I realized that Alicia had basically gone like the past 4 episodes not wanting to kill walkers, I was like, okay, yeah, this needs to stop and change. She needs to hurry up and change and this has to change. I can't have a bunch of episodes of Alicia not being able to kill walkers. That's just a huge problem for everyone involved. I mean, you can't have that. So at the end of the episode, she's able to kill walkers again. So I was like, okay, that's good. But Morgan and Althea are trying to help Strand and Alicia and Wes. Strand and Alicia wanting to rescue the guy that ran off with Wes's script because Wes shot him. So the guy is bleeding out and he's possibly dying. So they're all trying to help him. And Morgan and Althea are not able to help them in time because Logan and his henchmen have got this roadblock thing with this truck, and Logan Logan and his people, they're wanting the oil fields. They're wanting that, and Morgan and everyone, they're not wanting to tell them where that is. And Logan brings up Morgan's family, and Morgan almost kills Logan. I was like, oh, holy shit, Logan, what were you thinking? You're like talking to Morgan about his wife and son. What were you thinking? You should have known he was going to kill you. But Logan doesn't know Morgan like we, the audience, know Morgan. We, the audience, know that mentioning Morgan's family like that could possibly get you killed because that's just how Morgan is. You don't bring that stuff up. But I guess Logan didn't know that. But I do think it's interesting that they are addressing Morgan's feelings about the loss of his wife and son. I've been waiting for them to do that. This is the first time since season 1 and 3 where Morgan's wife and son's deaths are a part of his storyline, really. In season 6, 7, and 8 of The Walking Dead, I don't think he ever mentioned them. In season 4 of Fear, I don't think he ever talked about them that much. And I figured eventually they were going to address that. Eventually they were going to get to that part of his storyline where they actually focus on Morgan as a person, not just Morgan doing things for other people or doing this for other people. They're actually focusing on Morgan moving on from that part of his life. And I think that, in season 5, season 6, maybe at the end of season 5, Morgan will change a little bit, and maybe he'll be ready to make those baby steps towards possibly starting over, possibly having a new love interest, maybe even having a child. Who knows? Maybe in season 5, season 6, we start to see more and more of that get addressed, and Morgan sort of facing it and facing the idea of him moving on with his life and having a family. Not just living for other people, but living for himself and being happy for himself and starting over with a family. I figured eventually, if they kept Morgan alive, which they have, that they would eventually focus on his family again, because, like I said, they haven't done that in a while. It's just been about other stuff. They haven't had time to really focus on the loss of Morgan's family and Morgan's feelings about that. But I'm glad that they're doing that. I'm glad that they're focusing on that storyline, and they're focusing on that part of Morgan's character and developing him. And who knows, maybe at the end of season 5, Morgan will be ready to have a relationship with Grace, if Grace doesn't die of cancer or whatever. But yeah, I did like that. I did like that character development. And Strand gets injured with tear gas. I think his eyes get hurt, but he's okay now. And Alicia has a more optimistic attitude at the end of the episode, and I liked that character development for her. I like that she's at peace, and she writes, "No one's gone until they're gone" on the tree. People that are saying Madison's still alive, I don't know. I mean, I feel like all they're doing is honoring her memory. They're not, if they're going to bring her back anytime soon, why would they take the time to honor her memory? Unless they want to make Madison fresh in our minds again. We're like, oh yeah, no one's gone until they're gone. That's a thing that Madison said. I remember Madison, that dead person. I'm thinking about her now. She's relevant now. Oh, she's alive now. No wonder she's relevant. Maybe they're doing that. But at the same time, maybe she's just dead. Maybe she's just gone, or maybe she'll come back in season 6, or maybe she'll come back in season 7. Maybe Troy Otto will come back. He better. I'm just kidding. I don't know about Troy. I don't know. I'm still a little open about him possibly coming back. I don't want to be crazy about it, but I think there's always a chance. When Fear the Walking Dead gets canceled or it ends and Troy doesn't come back, he's probably not going to come back. But it's not over till it's over, so we could get Troy Otto back. I'm not completely giving up on Troy. Madison's really not even one of my favorite characters. She could stay dead, but I know she has a huge following, so if they bring her back, they bring her back. But yeah, I don't think we're getting in either of those characters anytime soon, though. But yeah, Alicia had some character development, and that was good. I did like the plot twist with the guy that had Wes's script. Alicia and Strand, they find his car, and it's got like blood in the seat, and they look off to the distance, and they just see this figure limping away, and our brains think, oh, it's a walker for sure, and then he turns around and no, it's like he's still alive. And I thought that was actually a good plot twist. Like they actually, like, that was surprising. That, like, I was like, well done, show. I thought that was a decent plot twist. They did pretty good with that. But yeah, overall, I like this episode. I've liked the back half of the season more than the first half of the season by a long shot so far. Hopefully the next 5 episodes will be good, and hopefully season 6 will be good. And, hopefully Morgan and Alicia don't get cancer, and hopefully Dwight and Daniel Salazar stick around for the long haul. That's a lot of hopefullys, but you never know. I mean, we'll just have to wait and see. But yeah, overall, I enjoyed this episode. But anyway, that's my review. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Don't be shy. Hit that like and subscribe. I'm not going anywhere. I make 1 to 2 Walking Dead videos per day, so please hit that subscribe button. Right now we are at 584 subscribers. My goal is to try to get to 600 in the next few weeks. So just remember, every subscriber counts, every bit of support matters, and is very, very appreciated. Hopefully we can get to that goal of 600. We are just 16 subscribers away from 600. 16 more people. If 16 more people subscribe, we're at that 600 milestone. I'll make a video about it celebrating. Can't wait to get to 600. That's a big one. So yeah, with all that said, I'm Spencer Rhodes, and I will see you guys later. Bye.